Y'all ready?
Hell's to the... Yeah.
Let's do it.
Freaking fresh! Hey everybody, I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! Baby!
That was so sad. I should have voiced my opinion on it. The whole mom thing. I'm sitting here. I already know it's gonna happen. I'm sitting here like, oh. Sam's like, whoa, this is so cool. What's going on? I'm like, please God, don't show. Please don't show it.
Guys, we are back for another episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the series episode 3. Named.
Don't show that. Don't show it.
I won't look. Is it something I have to look away from?
You're fine right now. City of Heresy.
Last on, we had the boys dabble in the taboo arts of alchemy. We saw them try to resurrect their mom in an exchange, or the equivalent exchange. Alphonse lost his body and became attached like a soul to a set of armor. Edward lost, I think, his arm and his leg.
Yes.
Which are now robotic or something like that.
Metal.
They called it automail.
Automail. Okay.
Metal prosthetics.
Yeah. Metal prosthetics. We'll work with that. They are going to the City of Heresy, and they're going to be looking for the Philosopher's Stone to try to heal the brother. And yeah.
And guys, if you like this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we drop more Full Metal reactions. Comment down below what you thought about the video and the episode. And hey, we have a Patreon if y'all want to check out Vinland Saga and Full Metal 1 week in advance. Hit the link in the description and support the channel. We love you guys.
And guys, it's not a market substitute. You gotta go on whatever anime streaming service you prefer. Watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood over there first, and then come back to YouTube and watch your boys' reaction, alright? We love you guys. Go plus ultra. Bah! Why did I say that? We're gonna punch it. Bah!
Keeping it in.
God damn it.
The science of understanding deconstructing.
Oh, good. They say it every episode now. Cool.
However, it is not an all-powerful art.
Also, where's the Full Metal Alchemist?
Not yet.
It's coming up.
Eventually. I don't know when they start doing it.
Can't wait to be a part of that.
Yeah.
The community.
The community.
Who's heard the chosen words.
That's why I went, and then it didn't happen.
I was wondering that. I forgot to bring it up.
Yeah, I don't know when they start doing it.
Did you catch what limb he lost when they tried to transmutate his mother?
Say, what was the question?
What
Did you
limb?
catch what limb he lost?
His right arm and left leg?
It definitely was left leg. I don't know.
It was
which
his
arm.
left
I
leg.
think it's his right arm because when they were showing the camera at the house, it was this arm that had the sword.
It's his leg he lost when he transmutated his mother.
And then he
And
lost
then
his arm.
you see he loses his arm because he does the hand sign to bring his brother back. Or put soul bond his brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so he
He
so
lost one and then
quick
the other.
thinking
Yeah.
to bring his brother back.
So he had to give up his arm to bring his brother back.
I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Otherwise, your
damn,
brother's dead.
We didn't even talk about how awesome it is he can make a fucking blade
Oh, I
out of
thought
his
that was
arm.
cool. I said that. I said it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I brought it up. I liked it.
God's children who live upon this land.
Oh boy.
Pray in faith that ye shall be saved.
So this is the type of heresy we're dealing with.
Son God Leto shall
Hey, it's me.
The sun god Leto.
Is that a metal rat?
Seriously, do we look like street performers to you?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Let's go out.
My cabbages!
Yes.
Accident. We'll fix it.
Precisely. Precisely.
Watch and learn, Gramps.
Watch this. Look at this.
Okay, here he goes.
Wait, I forgot Alphonse can do it too!
There, see?
It's alchemy.
Oh, so you two are alchemists. Right, I've heard of them. Then maybe you've heard of us. We're the Elric Brothers.
The Elric Brothers, you say?
Wait, I do know that name.
The Full Metal Alchemist, Edward Elric, is that right?
Wow. Were you the important
My favorite.
I was just about to say, hey, they're giving him the credit.
Never.
What?
That little pipsqueak?
Say it to my face.
It is Bakugo.
Yes.
You damn nerd.
Yo, what's with this guy on the radio?
That's our leader, Father Cornell.
Father Cornell.
Yeah.
He came to town and began teaching
Oh wow.
all the ways of the sun god Leto.
He grants
Leto.
eternal life to the souls of the faithful.
His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
Wow.
I'm gonna love this show just for like these small like story building details.
Yeah.
I hope this world is as like complex or like full of this kind of wild stuff.
There is a lot.
Good. What? Oh right. Forgot people can do this stuff.
Yes, remember.
So that's it, huh? What do you think?
There's nothing to think. That's alchemy, no doubt about it.
But somehow he's ignoring the law of equivalent
It's a
exchange.
box.
He should have only transmute that
Or
flower
his suitcase.
into a mass.
And he's changing organic matter into inorganic matter.
Ooh, has
We
he
should
done the
be able to
taboo
do
works?
that. Unless...
Yeah, there's just one way. Bingo.
Bingo.
Oh, he thinks the ring maybe is the Philosopher's Stone.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, merciful God, please hear me. Hear my prayer, I beg of you. Please bring
Whoa,
your
that's
That
a
was a
weird
cool
shot.
shot.
Look at that.
This is the almighty Leto.
welcome.
He's like the type of girl Sam's gonna end up
Yeah,
dating.
can't say I am. Not really the religious type.
Can neither confirm nor deny. I do not know her.
I just mean aesthetically.
To know God is to know hope. If we believe in divine grace, I'm sure Leto would bless you and make you grow taller.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's just trying to help.
What about bringing the dead back to life?
I love his outfit so much, man. It's so great.
Water 35 liters, carbon 20 kilograms, ammonia 4 liters, lime 1.5.
It really is what Momo does too. Momo has to know everything.
That list represents the complete chemical makeup of the human body for the average adult.
That's my fault. I couldn't remember that.
It's the
Okay.
last microgram, but still, there's never been one reported case of successfully creating a human life. Down at the market, a kid could buy every one of them for the spare change in his pocket. As it turns out, humans are pretty cheap.
That's blasphemy.
What adorable.
That's crazy to think about it that way.
Children of God, created in His image.
You have to understand, alchemists are scientists.
Yep.
We observe the physical laws that govern this world to try to learn the truth. It's ironic, really, that through the application of science, we have in many ways been given the power to play gods ourselves.
So you're putting yourself on the
Says the man who
same
couldn't bring his mom back.
Sheer arrogance.
You know, there's an old myth about a hero who flew on wings made of wax. He thought he could
Oh.
touch the sun.
Okay.
He got too close.
This is our world. What the fudge? I know that story.
Yeah.
You know?
Brother,
What the fudge?
I'm sorry.
Wait, the Elrics? You're sure that's what they said? You're positive? Yes, Father, that's what they call themselves. No mistake. Damn, then this is a problem. Edward Elric, the Fullmetal Alchemist, has come to call on us. That's him? The man in the armor? Dressed in the part of his...
Oh, that's
Why would a state alchemist be here in Leor? Sure,
Gran Torino.
found out about our plan.
Oh yeah, it is. It does sound like him.
Dogs knows
Like a
he's too
younger,
sharp for his own good.
one.
This way, please. Father Cornello is
I like the like
as you can imagine.
drawn set pieces.
Yeah.
Decided to spare a moment for you.
Yeah, thanks. We understand. We won't take too much of his time.
anime from the early 2000s.
We'll make this quick.
Oh shit.
Brother Cray, what is this? What do you think you're doing?
Rose, these heathens have come to ensnare and discredit the Father.
I love how they don't think that Ed is the full metal.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, let's make this quick.
Ah, the Fullmetal Alchemist. Welcome to the home of our sacred order. Have you come to learn the ways of Leto?
Well, there are a few things
Leto?
I'm curious about. Like how you've been using second-rate alchemy to deceive your followers.
My dear boy, I don't know what you mean.
Oh.
What you're doubting I see as alchemy.
He's
are
posing it
miracles
as
of the
like
sun
God's
god
miracles.
Yeah.
We'll begin. Could mere alchemy create something from nothing in this way?
If you'd somehow managed to acquire a certain object...
He also
to
did something
amplify
taboo
your
is what I
alchemy,
think.
One that's said to make the impossible possible. I'm talking about the Philosopher's Stone. Your ring. That's it, isn't it?
Nah, it's too easy.
I've been looking
It's not
for
it.
The ring is just a ring. I am God's humble servant. It is from he alone that I derive my power.
Still trying to sell that line, huh? If that's the way you want to play it, I guess I'll have to come up there and beat some truth out of you.
Ma, you really are quite the incorrigible heathen, aren't you? Rose, dear,
Yes, Father.
Oh gosh, the gun.
that gun there beside you.
Shoot.
Put him down.
Okay.
She wouldn't.
Now, child,
Would she?
I want you to shoot the Fullmetal Alchemist.
Alphonse will jump in the way.
No, I
Come on, buddy.
can't do that.
I am the Sun God's
Clothesliner.
emissary. My word is the word of Leto himself. Shoot him, bro.
What a scumbag, man. That's crazy.
Oh, and don't shoot yourself either, though.
When you lost your fiancée to that tragic accident last year, who was it that saved you from the very depths of despair? Have you forgotten?
Creepy.
It was you, Father.
That's right.
Wait, what rating is the show?
And led you into God's light. And you
We just saw
recall
like
what
a
I
dead
promised
body
you
in the
did.
other episode.
I know.
It's TV 14.
No, wait! It's not me!
Damn it, I'm the Fullmetal Alchemist! Damn it, that's me!
You guys,
Short one.
why would you even like?
Sorry, but I have to do this.
Why would you even say
I have no
something?
choice.
Surely the metal body can take a bullet.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Ow!
Yeah, so he's out for the fight.
Good. God Leto is pleased. You have done well, my child. Now pick up the gun
Puts
and
the
shoot
helmet
the
back
other as
on.
well.
Yep.
Haven't you made her do enough already?
Your head! I thought you were.
Don't worry about it, he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can still operate without all the parts.
Yeah.
This unholy thing is an abomination. Evil of this kind must be purged.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Pull the lever!
Wrong lever!
Whoa.
And I believe my Chimera should be up to the task.
Chimera.
So this is the sort of
What
thing
the
you do with
fudge?
Philosopher's Stone. That's just twisted.
I can do it too, Sonny. D.
No transmutation circle?
Oh!
Oh.
The spear is no match for Chimera claws that tear through iron.
You shredded my pants.
Oh!
That's how strong that automail is.
So good against steel.
Fight against him in peace.
This thing's weird. Oh, perfect arm.
Kitty.
Full metal arm.
A good taste.
Woo.
It's all becoming clear now. You did it, didn't
Tough.
Whoa.
you? Stones is strictly forbidden.
Why don't you come down here and try it? I'll show you real quick who
He
the
is
goddess
so cool, man.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yes!
Why don't you come down here and try me?
The greatest taboo for any alchemist. In their arrogance, they try to bring someone dead back to life.
And I think he knows that because he's tried it too.
Close. You're just a phony that can't do anything without a Philosopher's Stone.
Father, we just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Don't be absurd. Why? So you could use it for yourself? Please. If you fools are really so eager to play God,
Ah,
It is
okay. Damn, what the fudge?
He just spawned a gun.
Nah, me and God, we don't get along too well. Even if I went, he'd probably just send me right back here.
Nice.
This way!
Oh boy. Oh wow.
Running like Zeke.
and seek to harm the They must be stopped.
Look, just come quietly. We don't want to have to rub you up.
I love that.
The kid, you got that?
Yeet. These two are the greatest.
What he said back there is true, isn't it?
We're not evil. All we wanted was to see our mom smile again.
Oh God, poor
But our
kid.
transmutation failed. What we made wasn't even human. We learned our mistake the hard way. People don't come back from the dead.
Yeah.
Not ever.
That's not true.
The price of even a failed human transmutation was enormous. It cost my brother his left leg, and it cost me my whole body. Do you see?
Whoa.
My brother drew that with his own blood.
Okay.
His leg had been taken. He was bleeding.
And he drew that on the ground too, right?
No, just on the arm.
Just on the arm?
Spawned it.
Okay, okay.
Transmute my soul.
He said he could do what he promised me. Just because your brother
I mean, the dude's a clown.
It doesn't mean he will.
He literally tried to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
There you are, you infernal brat.
Look, can we just cut the crap and talk here? So why waste all that power performing phony miracles?
Because with each miracle, I can attract new believers to the Order. Believers who would lay down their lives for my sake. I'm slowly building an army, a legion of holy warriors, unafraid to die. In a few more years, I'll be ready to unleash this mighty sword upon the world.
You really are a novice, aren't you?
Oh boy, what is that?
What an idiot. What an idiot.
There were never any miracles, Rose.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was a bell.
Everyone.
It was. He changed it into a speaker.
Oh my gosh.
Your believers heard every word.
How could you?
Even the dog.
Standing for this?
Sorry, not today.
Ooh.
You're
Nice.
outclassed here.
You're outclassed, boy.
Just chop off his hand and take the stone. Easy. Chop it off. Oh wow. What the?
Oh.
It's a rebound.
No, I won't be disgraced like this.
Wait.
All for one.
Whoa, 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 yeah, look at it.
The chosen emissary of the sun god Leor.
Dude, I don't remember this.
Me neither.
What the fudge?
It's really all for one.
Look at him. And some of his fingers are like.
Yeah, they're busted. Ooh.
Oh.
Nice. He caught it.
Word of God himself.
Oh snap. Whoa.
Yeah.
Punch it.
Just give me the philosopher's stone.
Just chop it off, dude. It was it a fake? I'm so confused.
That was the real deal.
It's a damn fake.
Please don't. I'm helpless without the stone. Spare me, please.
So how do you get the powers?
This. Risked our lives for this one possible chance. It's a fake. So, what about me? I don't care what you do. Just get out of here.
Right.
I'm sorry. For a while there, I thought we'd really found a way to get your body back.
Give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Rose.
This girl.
Like I was just saying, people don't come back from the dead, Rose. Not ever.
Ooh, listen to that.
The music in the show's
God tier.
chef's kiss.
Said if I pray this would happen.
And that priest promised to bring her fiance back to life.
That hope was all I had left. What am I supposed to believe in now? Tell me what to do. Please.
It's not their job.
I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, lady.
Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward.
I've defeated all my
Two good
enemies.
legs, so use them. You're strong enough to make your own path.
Oh, snap. Oh, boy.
That damn brat. It's all ruined.
Yes, I want to know how he got his
All
powers.
that hard work for nothing. I
Ooh.
knew we should have just
Lust.
decided a little rebellion.
Gluttony.
You.
I'm hungry, Lass. Can I eat you, man? Please, he's big and fat.
Not this one, Gluttony.
Now you two, everyone has mocked me. I won't stand for it.
Oh my gosh.
I'd say this concludes our business. It's time we started thinking about our next move.
Yuck.
I thought he was gonna be like Kirby and open his mouth and eat the entire thing.
Like just absorb it. Like
That's what I
Well,
thought.
did you see? He was eating that chimera's leg.
Oh, no, I
yeah,
didn't
He was
see that.
eating it.
Oh,
He's just sitting there nominal.
Yeah. He's fat. Can I eat him?
Okay, before we get into the episode, because I forgot to do it last episode, some of my favorite things about this show, aside from the story that like we get as it goes on, the aesthetic of the two brothers is so fucking dope. Like, the armor looks so cool to me. I probably said it on the first episode. I don't remember. The armor looks so cool. And, like, Ed's outfit is just, like, fire. I mean, I love it. Like the maroon coat,
the black underneath.
Yeah, the black underneath,
and the symbol on his red jacket.
When he rips it off too, like that scene specifically.
Yes,
so
that's
cool.
an iconic scene.
Yeah. I don't know why, it just reminds me so much of the 2D version of Anakin from the Clone Wars. The mini series.
Yeah, I think it's just like the attitude, like the perceived attitude that he gives off. Because like the first part of that series, there's no like real voice acting in most of it.
Oh, I just mean like the design, like the the shirtless, or like the torn outfit, the robotic arm, the ponytail-esque, even though it's like right here, the braid.
Yeah.
I love Ed's hair.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
great.
Yeah, I love his whole outfit. The only thing I don't like is the white gloves, but it's one thing, so I can get over it.
It's to hide the metal.
Yeah, it's a smart decision.
Yeah, I mean, because when he gets in a fight like he did in this episode, they don't know that.
I think it's happened twice now, where I think it happened in the first episode too, where they went for his arm or leg.
He went to boil his arm.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a good call to keep a glove on.
Let me apologize for the beginning for saying that, explaining that he lost his arm bringing his brother back when Alphonse explained it in this episode. I forgot that they explained it.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize.
That's okay. I didn't think anything. I thought I just missed a detail. Yeah, no, this episode was really good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked the world building a bit more. We got to go visit. I mean, like, we've seen other places, but this is, like, our first, like,
other
journey with them.
Yeah.
Like, where we're all kind of not in the know of where we're going, kind of.
Leor? Was it called?
Leor.
I'm going to say, I feel like I might say this a bit too much, so I'm going to try to not always do this. It feels like a bit like AOT in the sense of, like, location-wise, like, just the vibes of, like, the church, with, like, just because that's, like, one of the first things you're introduced to in AOT's, like, world building is, like, the church religion side of it. Also, like, kind of the architecture a little bit here and there. Also doesn't help that the intro shows the guy that I say is Zeke, and there's, like, a giant wall behind him as well.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic of the show. I also get a lot of GOT, Game of Thrones vibes, mixed with, like, modern era equipment and costume design. Actually, the costumes, I would say, are, like, some of the most modern things presented to us, especially the military outfits. I didn't really say that last episode, but the military feels very World War I and World War II.
Blue trench coats.
The trench coats, the hats of the generals, all the not the embroidery, but the accolades that they wear. Fun episode. I like the mix of, like, the action with the humor that you would get from, like, a My Hero, where, like, it's, like, very, like, scary one instance, and then they're running down the hall, and it goes to, like, the super cartoony animation of them popping back and forth. They did it the past two episodes, too, where, like, any instance of, oh, Fonz is the Full Metal. He's not the Full Metal, and they'll show them, like, the cute animations.
I'm glad you like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
We haven't watched an anime with that since we did Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has comedy like that.
Yeah. I mean, My Hero has it, too, every once in a while. Though that's more, like, always cartoony and, kid-friendly in a sense.
But I almost feel like sometimes they, like, it's not breaking the fourth wall, but it's, like, breaking the, like, I feel like in My Hero, when they do the comedy, sometimes they'll draw a funny face, but it's, like, still relatively human. Whereas, like, almost like
super animated.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, when Itadori, like, turns into a ghost at random points. He's like, what the heck?
On the ground. Oh, could I learn my...
Them being scared.
Like that. Like, the being scared. Like, what is going on?
What did he say in that? He didn't know how to do something from Naruto.
Oh, there was...
Rasengan. I didn't even know how to learn my Rasengan.
Or Kamehameha Blast.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's funny because in My Hero, it's like the majority of the show is, like, funny or, like, humorous or, like, light toned, and then they go dark occasionally. Where this is, like, it's set more in, like, a dark world, but then goes to, like, a light
comedy,
a light humor.
Yeah.
It's not really jarring, at least not yet. It doesn't, like, take me out of it.
Yeah.
Also because, like, it is, like, kids that we're watching, so, like, I kind of expect it from them. It's not like they're Eren Yeager and already cursing the name of people with, like, blood curdle screams at the start, or even, like, Thorfinn from Vinland, which is already, like, no humor at all.
Yeah.
So very different in tone. we got to meet a priest and kind of that caricature of like the corrupt pope or corrupt father who's manipulating his power position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you always see that in these kind of like in shows in general, if it's like a military figure or a king or somebody that like is gifted a position of kind of being the, taking advantage of the system. I'm surprised by the end that the Philosopher's Stone was just a fake.
Yeah.
So in my mind, when they showed the ring and the kid was thinking it, I was thinking like Avatar, The Last Airbender, where they like, you think you know what the story is giving you and you think it's what it is, but there's always like a second option by the end of the episode that you learn about. So my second option I was thinking is, okay, it's definitely not the stone. I thought he had also done the taboo thing, trying to like bring somebody back.
Yeah.
Because as a monk figure, like maybe try to perform a miracle for the people. And then he had the download data moment where he learned stuff. So now so he doesn't have to do the carvings in the ground.
Yeah.
So it ended up not being that. Ended up not being the Philosopher's Stone. So what did it end up being? Is it something you can like expand on for right now, or is it like we'll learn later?
Whatever it is, he got it from lust and gluttony.
He did?
Well,
okay, then I missed that.
Well, at the end, he came and she said, I don't remember exactly how she started, but she was like, "Oh, we're done working together."
Yeah.
That's all. Like generally, she said we're done working together. So
another failure or something she said. I can't remember what it is.
So maybe if we're going with like just like how the show is, maybe you can like give a fake magic to somebody for a time that's like
kind of high tier, but not.
But like it's kind of like fake in reality. Like I don't know, maybe
it's like an item that has a limit.
Yeah.
And once you get to that limit, it's just I'm gone.
Or like it has a timer on it. Like the miracle only happens for so long that it like gives the illusion of power, but doesn't really have actual power. I mean, though at the end he did become like a big muscular form, which is kind of some form of power.
Yeah. He like maxed it out maybe.
Mm-hmm. But if it's like what we're talking about, the dark arts, maybe it's like it kind of consumed him in the end. I don't know. Like it took over his body. So
like Ed said, it was a rebound.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
I will say I'm going to bring this up because you'll see it in your edit tonight, but they're not going to bring it up again in this episode or in the show. So remember at the end of the first episode when we first see gluttony and lust, they talk about, because that's the other failure they're referring to. Remember you said like right now when they just came out, they're like, another failure. You know what I mean? Looks like we're done working together. And she kills the father. Mm-hmm. Previous episode, or in episode 1, she talks about a failure as well. When McDougal died, something fell out of his hand, rolled into the water, and evaporated.
McDougal was the waterbender guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Something fell out of his hand?
Mm-hmm. And vanished.
I don't remember it. Okay.
Well,
so maybe insinuating that's like the ring.
It was a little red stone, just like the ring
so maybe it's like
a fake
ring of power that like temporarily gives you what somebody else has naturally, like an extension. Maybe it's okay. I don't know if this is a great analogy. Say like MCU, you got the Infinity Gems. It can bestow temporary power on other objects. So if you wanted to like. Okay, best example, Loki's staff. It contains the thing, but it's not its true form. Mm-hmm. It has the gem of the Mind Stone, and it will do stuff, but it's power that can be overcome, where, like, if you possessed the actual item, like, and used it as a weapon by itself... It's,
like, pretty absolute.
It's, like, full power.
So what?
So
would
maybe...
your theory be, like...
Well, if we're assuming these people... they're called gluttony, and I'm assuming she's lust. If they're like the real like embodiments of it, and they're like actual like dark, like the dark energy of lust, like as its like demonic form, maybe they are like the absolute version of lust and gluttony. So they have that dark power, and they can like bestow it to people that they grant, who they think will like use it for like causing chaos in the world.
Yeah, or maybe they have a real Philosopher's Stone, and they.
Yeah, or that too.
They
have the actual...
Make a little... They have a marble, and they're like, power.
Their own Infinity Gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I perceive it as of right now.
Can either of you explain to me, because I'm not super religious, the wings of wax person.
Okay, so that's not a religious thing. That's
Oh,
a
it's
that's
not
a
a bad thing.
that's I think it's a Greek story, and it's good that you brought it up because that's the thing that made me think that we're now in this world because it's a real story. I don't know the names, so please help me and actually fill me in the names. I'll probably just go look it up after this. But so it's a father who was a craft maker, but he's in a tower, and him and his son get put in this tower. And they're not allowed to leave. I don't remember the reasons why.
Oh, it's Icarus.
Icarus.
And his father's Daedalus.
Daedalus?
Daedalus,
something like that.
But yeah, Icarus is that. I was like, it was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, is it Icarus? Google.
So he forges these great wings for his son to try to like escape the tower, and the issue is the sun flies too high to the sky, and the sun melts it, and then he gets too low, and then he dies or something. I don't remember the full story.
Yeah.
What's funny about that is I actually have that. For a class in college, I built one of those scroll boxes. So you turn it, and in the box, you actually see this like panel of the whole story play out through these two scrolls that I created. I'll have to go find it. It's kind of amateur, cool. But I might bring it just to show you guys my horrible artwork.
The art stuff, art and creative stuff.
I think it was in a
Discord
poetry class I took. It was like a required in the arts field. I didn't really enjoy the class that much, but that was a fun thing that I did. Yeah, so I don't want to pull all my cards and say that this is our world, but it's definitely weird because it's like an off-brand of our world because there's way too many inconsistencies for it to be our exact copy. I mean, it could be like a scenario where it's kind of like Wolfenstein, where it's like something else happened in the world, and now we have this like new version of how society works.
The man in the high castle.
Maybe it's the Philosopher's Stone. Maybe somebody came across it and it just like kind of shifted the advancement of human civilization.
Yeah.
People started practicing alchemy or believing it, and it actually started to work for people. And this is what the society is that we got. Some things are left in the past, like clothing style and building, because people get obsessed with alchemy, and that's how you have guns.
Yeah.
Like war. Maybe war excelled and everything else got left behind.
So last episode, do you remember or do you recall, like, in the beginning of the episode when they were on the train and they were just talking about stuff? It might have been the beginning of the episode or the end. I can't remember exactly, but it was when they were on the train and Ed was explaining, like, why they were going to this town. And he was almost like he was... There was a book we were given an image of. I don't know if he's actually reading it or if he was just remembering it. But it was talking about, like, the origin of the first Philosopher's Stone, like, recorded.
I don't remember.
Or like the Philosopher's Stone was recorded.
No, I don't remember.
Well, he brought it up and like named it a bunch of names, and it's been called X, it's been called Y, but we know it as the Philosopher's Stone. He said it was used to destroy the city of Xerxes.
Right.
Yeah.
Xerxes, Persia.
I guess.
Yeah.
Xerxes was the prince of Persia during the era of the Spartans. During that 300 movie.
That was just another like world building lore thing that might have been missed too.
Well, if it's our Xerxes, then that place is a time period. I mean, I can't remember what year that is. That's when Esther's still alive from the Bible. Oh dear Lord. So I mean, if that's what we're going with, and this stuff started happening as far back as then dear Lord, that changes so much stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying it could be like you said, if advancement of technology type of deal.
And then a lot of other stuff got left in the past a bit and still progressed as it would.
Yeah.
I mean, clothing is definitely not really upgraded. If anything, it looks more behind. Like, they still got capes and, like, medieval-looking robes in some places.
I mean, other than the guns, do you think anything looks more futuristic than what they should be in this timeline? Or where they are theoretically to the time of we're
in the timeline, I'd actually say they look more behind. And it looks like the guns are the only thing that have super advanced. Some buildings look a bit advanced. Like the military buildings look like they have it well off. Like it looks like a building I would have seen erected in the past 100 years of Europe.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're 1914, remember?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Not everything looks like it belongs to this time period yet, and then some things look like they're past it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
War definitely looks like it's been the thing that's excelled, though.
Yeah, the past 3 episodes, they have mentioned a war that happened in an eastern land. I don't know if you caught the name.
No, I didn't.
The War of Ishval.
Ishval.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where McDougal said that there was, like,
horrible
things,
atrocities happened there.
and that's why he was.
That's why he wanted to take down.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Makes me like this, or makes me have interest more in the show, knowing those things, because I forgot about the Xerxes thing.
Yeah, it was very quick. I mean, it was literally like a sentence.
I just remember, when you brought it up, I remembered the book he was looking at. The only picture that I grabbed was somebody was like this, and the sun was in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to go forward. I like the episodes are getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first episode was the slow start for me. But I think the past two have been a better example of what the show could potentially be.
Yeah.
And you guys clearly love it, so yeah, I'm excited to see more.
I showed that first episode to my mom and dad, and they were on their phones the entire time.
I don't doubt it.
Like...
Do not doubt it.
Hindsight 2020, I mean, like, that episode, it's just a weird... To me...
It's a weird starter.
It feel like just seeing... Just even these two episodes alone, it's just like... It's like you're just dropped in the middle of the story, and then you're given the origins.
Yeah.
That's why it feels weird. Like, I almost feel like if we watched episode 2 first, and then, this one and however many more, like, it might be... It might make sense to have McDougal later, but I mean, it's fine. How
2 is a better... Yeah, I don't have any gripes, but 2 is definitely a better, like, establishment of where we are.
Yeah.
So for me, like a newcomer, it's like, okay, I like this one more. It's just how I operate. Otherwise, I'm like, what the hell? This man's producing babies out of the walls. And I just get caught up in the weird things.
Oh.
Yes.
Armstrong. And that's how I was for jiu-jitsu. Like, until they, like, give me some form of, like, here are the rules of what they are, which took, like, at least 7 episodes for that show for me to have some idea. Because otherwise I'll be so confused on all the tiny, unimportant things.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the Chimera?
Weird. Another thing that, like, also low-key kind of, like, biblical in its design, like, in not just, like, Christian theology, just, like, hybrids of animals. You hear it a lot in, like, world religions. So, and that was super weird. I mean, that was, like, a lion. It looked like it had chicken legs and, like, a rat's tail, or like, I don't know. I couldn't catch what the tail was.
It was all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It was like half bird. I think it was half bird, like half.
Oh, I thought it was half lion, half
Weirdly,
rat.
yeah, I mean, I mean, you see that kind of stuff in like Egyptian culture of like a mix of like species. I mean, not exactly a sphinx, because sphinx has like a human face, but.
I mean, yeah, but you could call. I mean, isn't a chimera just a?
What is a chimera?
I think it's just. Do you want me to Google it?
No,
I think it's just like a half breed between like
well,
2 different species of animals or things.
Yeah.
Isn't it usually like a lion with like a snake as its tail?
Like a griffin.
Oh.
Yeah,
but I don't think a chimera is a specific animal.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
it's two things that mixed.
Yeah, a general cross of 2 different species
that shouldn't have crossed.
That's the thing too. There is alchemy in the show now, so like things can be a morph of. I mean, it's mutate. They call it a mutation for for a reason.
Yeah.
And if human mutation or transmutation is the only taboo, then of course there's going to be animals that are mutated to be the special hybrids of things that work well together. I mean, if it's a dinosaur, if it's chicken legs, then he's got a Tyrannosaurus real life legs, like bigger chicken legs, pretty much.
Did you notice the particle effect on its face?
I did. I see that those are the little things like I noticed in the moment that I forget about. It looked like the same detail of how like they disappeared, torn apart, same type of thing, but like crafted.
Oh, you know what's funny is Father Cornell had that on him too. After the rebound, he had that like on his like chest, and you could see it like near his like neck and everything.
Well, Ed had said, so this is what you do in the shadows with that ring of yours. He was talking about the Chimera.
Oh yeah, that's what he's doing behind the scenes. He's not doing the miracles.
He's in the shady stuff. I'm saying it, man. He's in the shady stuff.
Yeah.
Which is probably why he's able to tap into some power.
Dude thought he was going to take over the world.
Yeah, he was delusional.
Yeah, cringe. Like, no.
Did he mean like he was going to save a spot for Ed? Or did he mean like, I'm going to whack you off too?
No, he was saying like, I can even offer you a slice too. Okay. Probably realizing how powerful he is.
Yeah.
I can even carve you a slice in the world. I think that's how he worded it. Yeah.
He's just delusional. Thinks he has what it takes. But he doesn't.
I loved the scars around Ed.
The
where
part
his
that's, like, the
automail is.
bruising,
Yeah. I like that. The detail there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a cool design.
What'd you think of his like demonic like blade to scare the guards?
Oh, yeah.
Created a crazy demonic blade.
It was cool. No, I like that. I like that he has like this.
He had the jagged
unforeseen
teeth
power.
face.
Yeah, he's very. He looks. I'm so sorry for referencing other shows, but he reminds me so much of the energy that Bakugo has.
Yeah.
Even when he was approaching him in the room and he was like smiling, he does like how Bakugo like viciously smiles when he just knows he's gonna ace the contender against him. Like I just felt that so strongly from him.
Like you said, you're outclassed, old man.
I think it was probably doing that
I
moment
love
like too.
what a dick he is.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Exactly.
so tough.
He's cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Alphonse repairing that radio?
He just...
I mean, he can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the crazier transformation was the bell. Because that threw me off. I thought it was just a bell. I was like, why is he carrying it? I actually thought he was hiding his brother inside it for protection.
Yeah.
See, I thought he was gonna touch it and the bell metal would go to him to fix the bullet holes that were in his back.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he was doing. He was repairing himself.
Yeah.
It's nice knowing that you don't remember the show fully. You guys are both caught off guard by the big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that
All for one.
completely. Yeah.
I don't remember All for One being in this.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't remember that.
He was in it.
I remembered the religious aspect of this episode.
Yeah, and you know, not to change topic, but like the brutal thing about like, did we ever get a name for the Rosa?
Yeah, Rose.
Rose, yeah, like the girl.
Yeah.
It's just brutal. To like, first off, screw Father Cornell for like preying on people that are like so like weak
And
not weak-minded, like they're weak people.
No, they're
but
damaged.
Like, but they're like in.
they're
They're
damaged
vulnerable.
mentally.
Vulnerable.
Yes, they're vulnerably minded.
Yeah.
and
And
emotionally because
gullible,
of the situations that they're in.
And they're also super open to like have something to like help fill whatever issues they're dealing with.
Or to fix the issues, considering you're like pretending to be this miracle man. But it's crazy that even after like even after being shown how horrible the guy is, like you would never think that like a priest would tell you to murder somebody.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't think that the priest would then shoot a gun that was gonna kill you, like knowing that you're like in the line of fire, because he didn't care. And like she still believed him after the fact until he personally spilled the beans to this big speaker.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it all, she's just like, well,
Give me the
I
stone.
want the stone for myself.
Yeah.
And they're like,
did you not just listen?
yeah, like
Like,
Elric's
it's not real.
Elric's like, there's no, or Edward is like, there's no bringing people back.
Yeah.
Like it just is what it is at this point. You know,
You have to move on.
what's dead is dead, and
Yeah.
like you can't like try and relive your life thinking that somebody can come back or that you could have done something different, or you know, it's like you kind of just have to like move on and like change. And like even when you said like you're strong enough, you have your own 2 feet, you gotta
I
find
love
your
that.
own path.
God gave you 2 legs. Use them.
Yeah.
Find your own way. Yeah. I mean, I like that part too. I think it was nice. It was a good resolution to the situation she was in.
Yeah.
And probably the best that she was going to get in the situation she was stuck in. I mean, it's not the boys' responsibilities to help her, even though they'll probably face that a lot going forward just because people are going to look up to them. But they are children, so they could surprise me, but I would assume their knowledge is limited, so people will try to treat them as a savior, I would assume, going forward, and they can only say what they know.
Yeah.
And one is a very stubborn and very kind of prideful boy, and the other one is kind of a sweetheart and will do what he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the characters that we have. I want to see more of the ensemble going forward, because I already like Edward and Alphonse. I want to know a bit more about Gluttony and I'm assuming Lust. I'm just going to call her Lust for now because I have nothing else to go off of. I don't know if they said her name.
No, they still have them.
What'd you think of the symbols on them?
Where was the symbol?
Hers was on her chest.
Yeah, right above
Gluttony's was on his tongue.
Chest, so I'm gonna assume the breast is like seduction for lust. Tongue is where you consume for the gluttony. I have to imagine that there will be a pride and envy, a greed. Is there one for violence?
No, it's a sloth.
Sloth.
There's sloth, and there's another
Lazy.
one.
Wait, sloth and lazy is the same thing.
There's another one, what he said about anger.
Anger. Maybe anger is the thing that helps you lash out. Yeah.
It's wrath.
Wrath. Okay. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm gonna assume for now we'll meet all those, but these are like our first season ones to run into.
Season 1 enemies.
And we have another one. I saw another little girl in the outro too. If I had to predict.
Oh yeah, the one that's like running around with them.
I would
intro.
Oh.
I will say Envy
With, like,
for
the
now.
dreads.
I'll say Envy for now because she looks petite, so maybe she wants to be like the others who are like bigger. I don't know.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. Or busty like Lost.
That's like literally what I was trying not to say.
I mean, but if that's what the show's going for, then it's not my fault. I'm just trying to assume with what they're giving me.
True.
Listen, she's
all your
busty.
fault.
Soon,
If
make
she's,
an ass
if
of us
she's,
and
if
them.
she's busty and the purpose is to be lustful, then I will talk about what the story elements are.
Just how she talks, too.
Another
failed project.
Dude, she's crazy though.
Happy birthday.
That
Yeah,
was
like shot right
gruesome.
fingernail or
Gruesome.
whatever.
Oh my gosh, just murdered him.
At one point, what part of the show were you like, what is this rated? What is this rated?
It was when she
The
was
gun.
holding the gun.
Okay.
Because she was holding it like this, but the angle.
Oh,
made
yeah,
it
I
look
thought
like
I
she's
thought-
like this.
I thought she was gonna shoot herself, and I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Well, because like like 5 episodes in, and somebody glocks themselves in the
Yeah.
mouth, and you're like, okay. So
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah,
It's bad.
It's ready. That's not going to be any use.
what are you gonna do with that? Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't sure, and I thought I was gonna be surprised because like I would venture to say this is gonna be a little bit more not mature than that show because that show is pretty gruesome. So yeah, I'm excited for next week. I
I'm
wanna
pretty
jump
sure
into
it's TV 14.
Yeah, I would believe that.
This is a shonen. It was definitely on Toonami at like midnight or
I
something.
mean, like the mom scene is gruesome, but they make it look too
that was so gross.
They make it look too monstrous that you can at least detach it.
And just-
Instead of say it's like the mom, like even the kids say like our mom was not there. I think
it
they
was a
said
monster.
It was a monster.
I mean, there's a pool of blood. Oh, the camera.
Do want to just
we'll wrap up.
it.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else to say, so
Yeah,
I'm excited
same.
for the next week installment.
Same.
But
I can't
guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this. Check out the Patreon. These are either going to be dropping 1 at a time or 2 at a time, depending on what our schedule is. So just prep for that. You can also watch Vinland, which will be available, and when we watch other animes that come around, we will also be putting those on there as well.
Damn.
And we'll see you in the next video. Punch it! Boom!